Oh, hey you! What up? Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Maryam. No, today is not going to be a Halloween look, although we do have an updated background for the month of Oktoberfest. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new JACLYN Hill X Morphe Divine Neutrals palette and the brushes collection. I will be applying everything to my face to create this very fall appropriate, kind of bossy look that I really like. I'm also going to be swatching it on the swatch model, so expect his input as always. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. And now let's get into this video. JACLYN Hill X Morphe, have they done it yet again or... All right, firstly, facts. The new JACLYN Hill Divine Neutrals palette launched on September 30th. I don't know where I was at. I must have missed it because it's my first time hearing about this product, or this collection rather, because it's not just one product, it's actually several products. It's a palette and also a brush case with brushes. The new JACLYN Hill X Morphe Divine Neutrals palette is only $18. Wait, this is only $18? Okay. It's got 12 shades. They've got names on them that I like. Nice sizable mirror. Kind of reminds me of one of her Vault eyeshadow palettes. But off the bat, this looks pretty to me. Very fall appropriate neutral shades. Immediately, I'm thinking I need a black in here. There is no black. It would have been cool to just have one more row of like a black matte and like a black shimmery. That would just be my preference. But anyway, there's all these brownie sort of tones, starting from a very pale bone shade in the matte with sparkles and a corresponding shimmery shade. Then we have a nude with a corresponding coppery shade, a tan, and a bronze shade, and so on and so forth, all the way up to this matte brown shade and like a metallic coffee shade. So this is called the Eye Master Collection. It has 8 custom eye brushes plus the bag. This is $39, I believe, at Ulta. I like the fact that this case is actually smooth. It's very, very glittery. I'll show you a close-up, but it's not the type of glitter where it can come off. It's obviously like laminated with something on top, but still super, super glittery. And we have 8 eye brushes. I'll pop up a picture just to show you what they all look like. But anyway, generally, I'm a fan of Morphe brushes. And I also like JACLYN's original brush collection with Morphe. I thought it was good. So obviously I'm gonna use this one for this video as well. All right, I think it's time to do these swatches. So I'm gonna call in the swatch model. I think I need a Halloween inspired bell to go with my backdrop. So I have a question for you. Have you heard of this collection before yesterday?
No.
Same, why is that?
Anyways. Well, now we're here.
Now we're here, now we're swatching.
Let's do it. Chic happens.
Chic does happen. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's pretty.
I like that. I'm gonna double dip because looks like a little staggered swatch, but that's nice.
All luxe.
Aw, Lux. It's nice.
That's nice.
I like it.
Just barely. You get it? Because it's like it's a nude.
Yeah, I get it. I can't see it though. Just barely.
A birthday suit.
Birthday suit. Ugh.
This should be good.
Speaking of birthdays. You forgot?
What?
I said speaking of birthdays.
I'm waiting for you to swatch. I knew this was going to be good. Wow. That's beautiful. It's your birthday month. Birthday suit. Birthday month. Good vibes.
We like good vibes. Around here. Oh.
It's the cousin of Just Barely.
Yeah, it is the cousin. Maybe the sister. That's a little better.
Drippin'. This should be good too. It's probably the same formula, but just a different shade.
Let's see.
So this should just act just like birthday suit. Yeah.
It acts like birthday suit.
Baby.
It's pretty good. Wow.
Wow. Boo Bear.
Boo Bear. How's this gonna act? Tell us.
That's gonna be like Just Barely good vibes, but a little better.
I see.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, I call it. Well, actually, that's kind of a lot better, to be honest with you. But
Yeah.
good.
Tell us, so wise one, how do you know so much about makeup? This is like the most common comment that we get whenever the swatch model is present. Swatch model, you're so supportive. How do you know so much about makeup?
Risque business.
Risque business. And then you'll tell us how you know so much about makeup.
This is gonna be good. Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good. It was good. He said it.
Well, I find these are called like metallics, right?
Yep.
So metallics tend to cover better just in general. I feel like mattes, out of just experience of having been a swatch model in the business of being a swatch model for so long, you kind of notice things. You know, you've put on a bunch of swatches and you start knowing which swatch is good and which one's not. So that's kind of how I know.
I see.
This is beautiful.
Whoa, this is
That is beautiful.
a gorgeous matte shade.
That's beautiful.
Booked.
Striptease.
Striptease.
Nobody does a striptease anymore. They just give it to you.
No.
I remember when being a tease was a thing.
Nah. Now
Not
they
anymore.
just give it up for
Now
free.
there's no teasing going on anymore.
Free content all around.
It's all out there, baby. Cinnamon roll right after a striptease. That's pretty.
That's pretty decent. Kind of grayer than I thought, no?
I think it's actually a little, in my opinion, a little
Cooler.
Exposed. Because JACLYN's always exposed.
JACLYN's always exposed, girl. Ah, and this one's lighter than I would have imagined, but also on the cooler side. All right, so here we have the swatches.
It's a very fall kind of friendly palette, no?
Fall friendly, very neutral, very like everyday or night. Alrighty, so the swatches were definitely not bad, very impressive. Honestly, I'm pretty shocked at how inexpensive this palette is. I mean, Morphe palettes are generally pretty inexpensive. I guess it's because this is a China-made palette that it's so inexpensive. I'm just thinking about other palettes that are similar. Most of these are made in the USA. Just some food for thought. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my face. I'm just applying my Fenty Beauty primer. It's so weird seeing myself in my monitor with the black backdrop. The footage, or I guess the image reflecting back at me, looks so blown out. Like I can't really see what I'm doing, but I guess it's the contrast that's making it look that way. Because we tested this footage. It should be good quality for you guys. Okay, primer is on. I'm thinking I actually do want to maybe create something pinch more interesting than just a boring old neutral look. I feel like I've been doing a lot of just like fall appropriate neutral looks. Today I want to, I don't know, jazz it up perhaps. So I'm gonna take this Too Faced Killer Liner in the shade Killer Espresso. And honey, I'm going to cut my crease. This is a waterproof pencil though, so I'm going in very, very carefully. Just like with the tip of the pencil, like that. Should have probably taken it a little bit higher so it can actually look like a cut crease and not my actual lid. But anyway, it's good enough for now. I'm gonna take this JH43 brush from the collection and just blur that out a little bit. Also bring it in a pinch, like that. Good. Okay, same thing on the other eye. Skull in the back. Kind of creeped me out, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to do a couple of classic Halloween looks videos for my channel, but interpreting them in 3 different ways, like a beginner, intermediate, and an advanced. You guys probably have seen my videos for the witch and the vampire, and I believe I also did this for the zombie. Basically giving you 3 options for each look, so the most advanced look is kind of buildable on top of the previous. So I really want to do that this year as well. I'm just not sure what other Halloween looks are there left for me to do. I've already done the vampire and the witch. Some people were saying in my DMs on IG that I should probably consider the devil or the angel or like Bride of Frankenstein or maybe Cruella. So yeah, let your voice be heard. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Don't worry, I still have reviews to do, so it won't be just Halloween on my channel. It'll be a nice Oktoberfest mixture of both. Think German beer and Mexican tequila. Not. JK, inside joke. So now that I've mapped out this, I'm going to dip into that Boo Bear, this shadow, same brush, and I'm gonna just darken this outline a pinch and apply the shadow above the line, like so. Not bad. I like this brush. Very precise. Very sturdy, great for what I'm doing right now and also for the lower lash line to really deepen it and smoke it out. This is a good brush. Anyway, doing the same thing on the other eye. And I'm also kind of going over where I applied the pencil. And the reason why I didn't apply the pencil all the way in is because my skin here is a little rough. And I find sometimes that adding too much product there can enhance the roughness or the texture. Also, I find that my brow here is very heavy, so there's not a lot of room to play with. All right, but that looks really cute. That looks really cute. I like it. Yeah, I do. Next, I'm gonna take this brush, JH39, and I'm going to dip into this lighter shade here called Good Vibes. Tap some off, and then just run that on top, blending this line up, and also just softening it. Just like that. And also here, just like that. Oh, there's really no fallout here. The shadows seem very, very reliable so far. We like reliable eyeshadows. We like reliable products, period. That's good. Now the same thing on this side. I had a dream the other day that I was in a spaceship heading to space. I was operating the spaceship and my captain, or I guess my superior, was none other than Michael Jordan. Yeah. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it gave me a really, really pleasant feeling. For some reason, I've always believed that whenever you dream about heights, whenever you dream about going up, almost like subliminal. So I'm feeling like good days are coming, you know? And plus, Michael Jordan by my side, the ultimate team leader, come on. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Although I'm not one to really like interpret dreams or anything like that, I do find myself sometimes just analyzing like what my brain is associating as imagery, you know? I used to have dreams about heights, like crazy skyscrapers and just like me crossing bridges high up in the sky. And this happened right when I was at like the lowest point of my life, but right before my career took off. Okay, so now I'm going to, I guess maybe add a little bit of a darker shade. How about the cinnamon roll? Same brush as before. I just wanna, you know, disguise that line a little bit and like also kind of thicken it so it doesn't look like such a harsh pencil mark. I think that's better, no? Okay, on second thought, I do think this is a pretty good shade to have in the palette. You don't really need a black because this one is so cool that it stands in for the black. Like if it was a warmer, like a chocolate type of brown, it wouldn't have worked. But the fact that it's cool, it's cool. Okay, I like the way that looks. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And then in the continuation of my dream with Michael Jordan, I actually later got on a Zoom call with him because this is what I do all the time. I'm on Zoom calls with brands and with like different partners that I have. And so I'm having this like Zoom call with Michael Jordan and my dad and all of his friends are like,
"Get out of the way, bitch, we gotta talk to Michael Jordan!"
And they're just like rummage the whole scene. That's what I remember. Thought I'd share. Because as a kid, I used to watch Michael Jordan and the Bulls with my dad. This was like a thing that we used to do when I was like 11, you know? And so the association is definitely very obvious for me. The eyes are coming together, I think. Now, I actually want to reach for something like a P. Louise base, but I don't like the P. Louise base, so we're not reaching for her. I'm going to instead reach for perhaps a concealer. Let's see. How about this Dose of Colors one? Any shade will do. Just like something creamy and something that will clean up the line underneath. Oh, this is a really nice brush. JH41. It's very flat, but it has a curved, almost pointy tip. And I like that because it just gives you a little bit more precision. All right, so now I'm gonna clean up this section here. I literally am going for a cut crease, literally. I'm gonna actually raise it slightly higher because remember, it didn't really cut the crease in this case. Put it like straight into my fold. All right, cleaning it up. This is a good brush. And just like kind of dragging it down and just spreading that little bit of concealer across the lid. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. You don't need a lot, just like the tiniest amount. And then gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Pretty decent. Now I'm ready for the next step. With this same brush, just gonna flip it over so it's not on the wet side. I'm gonna dip into this shade just barely. It's kind of like the shade of the concealer, just like a nice nudie creamy color. I'm gonna seal in that concealer in place. Man, I just remembered I forgot to text back a friend. Does that ever happen to you? You're like sitting there doing something totally different than what your mind is thinking about, and then your mind suddenly hits you like, hey, I forgot to text your friend, and now you're a bad friend. That's me right now, and she's my pregnant friend. Could I do that? Okay, this is a very classic cut crease from 2017. So I'm gonna need to dress this up a little bit better. But I don't know, I'm kind of like tired of creating neutral looks with neutral colors. So I wanted to do something different. All right, picking up this tiny little brush, JH42. Gonna dip into All Luxe. And of course, I'm gonna plop that into my inner tear duct and just complete that shape. Also kind of gonna blend that up and down just to bring a lot of light to the inner corner. Like that. And maybe perhaps a pinch here, because I always do this. Never like to skip that brow bone highlight. It's coming through. Next, I'm gonna go back to the pencil, the Killer Coffee. I'm gonna line just the outer portion of my lower lash line, just like that, just to connect it to this shape here. And then I'm just gonna blur it out with whatever is remaining on this brush, which is probably the cinnamon roll shade. Just gonna blur it out, seal that in. Then I'm gonna dip into Boo Bear or a little bit of Book and just blur that out a little bit more so it's not super harsh. Almost like a bit of a reverse cat eyeliner happening here on this corner. Yeah, like that. But I am gonna take a brown liquid liner. This one is from TRESLUCE. And I'm going to connect this a little bit better to my lid so that it's just a pinch smoother, you know? Kind of like that, yeah. And then with the same brush, just blur out the bottom. Because I don't want it to look like a very precise liner, I just want it to connect well, you know? So same thing here, just connecting it and just like rounding that out a bit and cleaning it up. You know what else I dreamt about the other day? That I was back in high school, late for a class, not knowing where we're at, getting called out by the teacher, all my friends staring at me, except they weren't my high school friends this time. These were like my peers, people that I work with, you know, people that I deal with. That wasn't a fun moment. The look is almost complete. I do want to dress it up with some rhinestones. But first, let me do some lashes. For the lashes, let's see, do we have anything good and new to try? No, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with this Maybelline Sky High. Or maybe perhaps let's also go for a little magnetic lash from Velour this time. Okay, so I just applied the magnetic liner from Velour and now it's no longer brown, now it's black. There goes that. So these are no trim lashes, but I kinda wanna trim them because I just want the outer corners, so. Maybe what if I stack them up? Would that work? Oh yeah, that's so cool. Totally worked. Now I'm gonna apply the Sky High mascara. Alexa, read me the notification.
A package for Maryam's order, containing back scrubber and Kate Spade Planner 2021 to 2022.
I'm planning my 2022. And it's gonna be a good year. Wait for it. I am kind of obsessed with this look right now and I don't want to add rhinestones. I feel like they are no longer necessary. I feel like now this is sophisticated, this is glamorous. I can easily go anywhere with this look. I don't need to do anything to it. I am really loving it. The only thing that I do need to do is add a lip, and lucky for me and also lucky for you, I've got a bunch of new Mario lipsticks. So I want to test them out. Problem is that I don't know which shade I'm grabbing. I'm just gonna have to open up a bunch until I find one that I like. Contender. Contender? No. Definite contender. Ooh, lovely, but not for today. And definitely not. Okay, so I am in between the shades Annie. This is like a nice peachy nude, like a medium peachy nude. We also have Sam. This one is like a paler nude, but also on the peachy side. And last but not least, we have Garth. And Garth, I would say, is like a medium neutral brown. Not too cool, not too warm. Kind of just in between. Ooh, Garth. Garth is stunning. I think I'm gonna go with Garth. Ooh, yeah. Wow, this is a really unique formula. Kind of in between a matte lipstick and the MAC Powder Kiss lipstick. Very K-Beauty-like. I like. Ooh, feels so comfortable on the lips. Ooh, you guys want swatches of all of these? There's 20 of them. But I feel like this is very comfortable and my lips could potentially make through all the 20 swatches. So we are complete with the look and I am feeling it really hard. Like I need to go somewhere, I need to make some plans immediately. This needs to be seen by the world and not just virtually. This needs to be seen in person. This needs to be appreciated. I want to go out and I want to get compliments for my job well done. Funny thing is, I actually saw myself wearing this look in my dream the other night. Am I really being that person right now? I might just be, but I'm just gonna go with it. So let's actually dive in and talk about the JACLYN Hill x MORPHE latest collab. I gotta be honest, I didn't know that this collab existed until I opened it in my PR box yesterday. But now that it's here, I gotta say I quite like it. I thought it was really easy to use, really fun to work with. I was able to create the look of my dreams. And for $18, I honestly don't think you can go wrong. The shades here are very versatile. They're very wearable, easy to wear. I gotta give it to them. I think this is a really nice palette, and for $18, it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna keep reaching for it. And I also do like the brushes. I do think that $40 or $39 is a bit pricey for just 8 brushes, but considering that this is a very specific brush set that has brushes pretty much for every single technique that you would need, it's well curated, so maybe it's not so bad of a price. Plus you get this cute glittery brush bag with it. Not a terrible deal. Anyway, you guys, that is my story, that is my review, my look, my trial, my new Halloween background. Definitely let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what kind of Halloween looks you want to see. Comment below, let's talk, and let your voice be heard. And I will definitely be responding because that is what I like to do. I like to respond to you guys. So with that said, I'm going to zoom on out so that you can check out more videos of mine over here. Maybe I'll even add a Halloween playlist somewhere in here so you can check those out. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah, peace.